the sound of this. Good time to just jump on in and be like, I hope that's loud enough for you this time. Because I know last week, well, this music that I was showing off that I'd just gotten, it wasn't very loud, I noticed, when I was re-looking at everything. I mean, it was loud on my headphones, but was not loud at all in the recording. So, I hope it's loud enough this time. And hopefully you can still hear my voice. Probably not. That's okay. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, and hopefully we find a good balance somewhere. Good evening. Welcome to the live stream tonight for Tales of Valhalla, the Aftermath Chronicles. I'm Ryan, your tour guide in this wonderful story, universe, thing, whatever. It's another wonderful Wednesday night, and I am here. Well, it's just been busy. Business, but you can see what we were working on last week. I have improved a bit. Instead of it being green, I actually made it blue, because that's... I had to go back to the previous episode when Moorsbane was starting to create the teleport effect for our heroes to teleport into the Takala jungle. What color that was, and it was actually more bluish electrical. So I had to switch it up a little bit, and these are pretty much complete. I was able to get them complete, so we'll be moving on to other things. I'll show it in a second as well, just so you guys can get an idea of, you know, what it's like. Excuse me a second. Anyway, yeah, and then last week I just wanted to say that yeah, this music that you hear right now, Triune Films did release that this past Black Friday. I was able to purchase it for a very discounted price, and so hopefully you hear it better this week. Last Wednesday, I mean, this is a little bit of a lower tone than the other music I usually have, so hopefully it's coming through a lot louder. For all one of you watching, if you can let me know if you can hear it okay, if my voice and this music is a good balance, so I'll keep that in mind for the future. Then I'll know how to set it as long as this music's coming in good. Right now, I think it's at the lowest tone that it probably comes in. If you can still hear it and my voice, then I think we should be good. I think we should be good to go. Levels look fine. I might bring up the levels a little bit more for this, and just see if that makes a little bit of a difference. So, those are two things. And then the next thing is the Ender 3, just Ender 3 update. Not much to tell. All I've really done was add a couple of nozzles, basically, and tighten and loosen a couple of bolts. But that's pretty much all I've had time for. So, no, not really any pictures to show this week on that. It's, like I said, I've spent some time on it because adjusting bolts and loosening bolts have actually taken a lot of time. But there's really nothing to show right now. So hopefully in the next week or two, we'll have more to show in the future, but it is getting started to get built. And I guess I can say one thing: I actually did start animating the other night behind me. First shot of Tales of Valhalla, and I have so many things I gotta update Instagram with, and I haven't yet, just because sometimes I just feel like sleeping and I just don't feel like doing anything else. It's fun when you have 100 things to do during the week. Anyway, excuse me. Gonna cough. Hold on a second. Definitely had a cough. Okay. Let's see. I'm just checking my phone. All right. So, going to be a slow night, so I might try and keep this live stream a little bit short since the audience isn't too high tonight. And like I said, there's still a lot of video editing to do. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to mention. Hit film. I'm just lucky to actually have this software up and running right now. Hit film is awesome video editing software. Of course, great staff and all that, but there was an update this morning that I downloaded from them that they just released this morning. I put in the update and I was not able to bring up my project file for this episode. Really weird. Any other project files, I was fine, but this particular project file would not, and I actually had to uninstall today's upgrade and go back and upgrade before to last month, and just run that old software to get this running. So, and I'm working with them, and hopefully they're going to get the situation fixed and see what's going on. Hold on a second. My goodness, I'm just burpy tonight. So yeah, been having some technical difficulties, so as far as preparation, being prepared tonight, I'm really not. I mean, I'm a tiny bit prepared. I mean, I have the composite shots ready, at least typed in for what shots we're going to look at and do, so we do have something to do. But there's still a lot of work to be done. And also, like, the videos, like these raw video files, because what I do in this process is I take the voiceover audios that I've put together very roughly, very raw, and then I add the video files on top of it, and then I separate them, match them up, and then I render just that particular raw file, and then take it back to Sony Vegas to edit the audios with. But for some reason, Sony Vegas won't now read the video file of what I render on HitFilm, and I haven't tried rendering yet on this software, on this older upgrade software. So I'm gonna try that. But that's also a weird thing too that's going on. So I haven't been able to advance in the audio part yet, which kind of slows things down a little bit. But at least we can still work on special effects, which is what I've been doing. So let's get started with that. So work on this for a little while. Okay, so first, let's see here. We'll be on that in a second. Let's see, wait a minute. All these composite shot. Okay. Is that all the composite shots there is? Oh, okay. Oh, so I guess I must have put this away. Anyway. Okay, very roughly. I'm just going to show you all. Okay, so this is what the scene was with them just fading in. But now I have our heroes teleporting, via these wonderful magical beams of light coming in. And there's a lot of portal stuff, swirly portal stuff. There's effects added on to effects in this composite shot. And yeah, so I'm just gonna let you all see it when the episode comes out in its good glory. But you can see it's very very detailed, and so they all appear in here. Let me just here so this doesn't collapse on me. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of stuff, so it's not going to really show all of it, but that's basically the gist. And you can see I improve this view space. Instead of half of this viewer where we're editing from on this side, and totally where we can't see anything because of this side panel, I moved it to the middle. Now what's here is just the controls part, which we really don't need to see. And so now we have a full view of what we're seeing. So, yeah. I mentioned I feel tired. I just feel like sleeping. Just one of them days. Like I said, the hit film debacle was just kind of stressful today, and it lasted pretty much all day, and it's not resolved yet. So, just kind of hoping that it gets resolved soon and not have to worry about it anymore. Okay, so we're going to this. So now we need first to have fire elemental with Karak here. So we need to find that one. It's not that. I believe it's that. Let me see. Yeah, number 6. So what I need to do is add this shot into this. Okay. Simplest thing first. My gosh, I am burpy tonight. Of course, I did just eat something before I got started. So, yeah. I guess not a good idea. Alright, so let's get started on this. We are going to this one. Let's put you here. Let's see. I'll just go to 3D Pen too. You see them? No, you don't. So see how they're in both the same spaces? So you can kind of see how I did this to where I shot each character separately, but they're in the same space, same lighting, so everything should look the same. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to do some masking. Masking time. Hope that's coming. I guess I'll have to, when I review this video, hopefully the music isn't too loud, and you can still hear my voice. But I just wanted to make sure it was loud enough this time. So what can you do? Alright. So yes, masking. Okay, so masks. So we're gonna mask around the fire elemental. And anytime I do a mask, especially when it comes to elementals, it's not anything that has to be fancy if you're doing something like this, because we're going to end up feathering a bit anyway. And my first-hand knowledge when it comes to special effects and masking and all that stuff, it's very very amateur. Very amateur. I sometimes I just feel like. Is that connected? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. So, yeah, you see it. This is what we're going to do now. Is bring down the opacity of this guy. See? See, it looks like how they're sharing the same space. And now what I'm going to do is give this a little bit of feathering. Not too much, just enough. About 30, I think. A lot of opacity. Yes, again, keep up. just to see. Just want to see. Actually, that should be fine. So. Alright, so that's good for that. No. I know there's a point he needs to talk. Hold on a second. I need to look at my script. Okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me just play this, and maybe it'll tell me. Okay. And you see where it was at in the original editor. Okay, so he started moving.
And life force.
I can actually get rid of this.
I can sense the other primes, which will make them easy to buy.
I can speak for myself.
Silence!
Huh, okay.
I control you. You will do as I say.
Actually, that works out well, I think. Yeah, he moves right when he needs to talk. Okay. Excellent. So, don't need to do anything else for that. Okay. So there you go. One thing done. Alright. Now we're going to go back here. Now this is a little bit of a fight here, and I'm gonna have Karak use some magic. I'm actually gonna let's go with a flamethrower. Why not? Then we might add other things. Let's see here. No, let's do all flamethrower. There we are. Because if you got a flamethrower, why not use it? Oh yeah, and one thing I want to mention too, I forgot to mention this. One very cool thing, and I need to post this on Instagram too, is that, because I wrote something in the show notes before we got started, I noticed the other day, we were at 9,000, now we're over 9,000 total views on the Tales of Valhalla YouTube account. Woot! Nice goal to meet, so I can say that our Tales of Valhalla YouTube page is over 9,000. For those of you who get that reference, send me some money. Okay. So yeah, definitely gonna use this. So let's start in. Like some wise people said one time, all special effects is just a lot of layering effect to effect to effect to make it all look good. And to mute yourself when you're burping very grossly. Okay. And I don't know if it can be heard, but I know my wife is playing something in the next room on a speaker that's kind of loud, and our walls are paper thin, so I can kind of hear that through my headphones, so hopefully you're not hearing that through my microphone. But if it is, I apologize. Okay, so, okay, again. Alright, flamethrower. Okay, putting this in. Let's do it now. This goes in there. Alright. So what do we do? What do we do? Blend mode. Blend mode to screen. And there's our wonderful ball of flame. That will kind of singe Torn, but Torn's a tough guy. He knows how to handle almost anything. He just bowls right through it. So, let's see where this actually needs to be. First off, it needs to be emanating from correct somewhere. I think from the top of this staff. That's what we're going to go for. Because he can control the powers of the elementals after he attains them. So we saw fire spouting from the fire elemental the episode before, and so now we can see that Kurok basically controls the fire elemental's power from the staff. Whereas the staff is basically an outlet for that power to get out on. So just have that passing by him. Well, maybe I'll make it short. You need to make the flame ball shorter. Just time to bring it back over here because we need to keep it to the source. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So I don't know if that one viewer watching, or one viewer that is watching is Mr. Jason Rutherford, but Jason, if you can hear this during the live stream, this music that's coming out right now, I believe is music inspired by Lord of the Rings. It's not Lord of the Rings music precisely. It's just an inspiration from it, but it sounds so much like it, and I can use it legally. It's a wonderful thing. Anyway, that's just if you were listening, or if you watch this later sometime. I'll try to get this in both the TOV and Connector Productions video, so if you are able to listen to either one, then that'll be up there. But yeah, music's great. Very cinematic. Okay. Now I just want to look. This is kind of, yeah, I like that. I don't think I need to move anything from it because it looks like it's coming out of the side of that dragon's mouth, actually, which is kind of a cool thing. All right, so looking good. So now we just add layers to this. And I'll have to do some layering later for it. But because I have to go back to previous pages and probably get my glue. There's probably a couple other things we can add to this. this, and just gonna do a quick render again, just to see what it's like without any jumping around. Nice. Actually, I would like that a little bit fatter, maybe. Hold on. This is what I mean. Alright, we're gonna go back to this. What I want to do is make it a bit wider if I can. Okay, let's go back to its source, make sure that it's still sticking with. Nope, okay, so we gotta move it over. Move it over and probably move it up. I hope it doesn't, like, make it unrealistic, we'll see. Just to me, I like there to be a wider plane where it's coming out on. Maybe a little less. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reduce that just a little bit, and I'm going to try something else. I'm going to just angle this down a little bit, so that way it's getting towards his torso rather than his head. So now what I need to do doesn't touch it again. It's just more like, hey, this is a warning. Alright, that's right. Obviously, a lot more things we need to add to that. So, Karak is defending himself from Torn. Now, I do want something coming from the center. Like something coming from within and from the staff. So, do this. Sorry, while I'm getting my nose. Could just take a lens flare, but let me just see what we have here. Excuse me. Okay, and now we're going to shrink this thing really small. And it's just going to burst forth before that comes forth, so... We're going to make this go really, really small. Bring it up here. Oops. Let's see here. I might have to add another layer to it, but here. We don't have room for that, do we? Yeah, this is more Lord of the Rings theme stuff, so that's just gonna be one little thing. Let's see here. I'll probably add another like lens flare or something to it as well. It's not gonna be much. Alright. And there, I'm gonna make you completely disappear. Alright, just a little thing. Let's make it look like there's some type of spark there emanating. And actually what I can do is I can adjust it to be pointing this way. Yeah. That's fine. That helps. Just those little things, you know, that no one's really going to notice, but if it's not there, then something just is missing. And wow. We already half hour into this live stream, my goodness. Time flies when you're editing special effects. Alright, let's just see what else we have here, okay? I know. Okay, do you want to have some fun now? Because I think I can do something with this. Alright, put them on the screen again. Alright, now this is very small, but it goes with this still. First, we're going to give this some color. I think it's color balance. Alright, so we're going to make this guy red. There. Although not quite. We need some yellow in it. So we get rid of Yep. Now that looks closer. Haha. Okay, so this is just an addition to this flamethrower. Give it some more spunk. Like I said, layer after layer after layer, and we have fun. So, take this let's bring this down to this. This is another Star Wars inspiration. So we need to angle this down to. This almost feels like this was made for this. Doesn't it? It matches so well. It's so good. I can just make it a little bit thinner. Okay, so yeah. So over 9,000 and fire. Fire and flame. Always love fire and flame. It's good stuff. That looks good. I like a lot. One thing I'm gonna do though, I'm just gonna move this guy just a little. No, actually, not going to. Put him back where he was. Just checking, just checking. Good to check things frame by frame. It's good, you can even add like ember type, and I probably will. I'll do it later. Okay, excuse me a second. Burping again. So, and with that, I think we're gonna wrap things up. Just going to do another pre-render after I save this. Oh, this looks fun. This does look fun. Oh, sorry. Ah, hit my microphone. Okay, no. Okay. Pew. Yeah, that just adds just a little bit of. And then disappears. I'll probably add like embers or something to this, to where embers are falling down to the ground too. Because I got that stuff now. But I'll do that some other time. Anyway, this was a good bit of playing around for like this past hour. Good start to this effect. So I guess I'll just leave it as that, huh? Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And finish the live stream this way. Okay, so yeah, it's been a little short of an hour, but I'm just gonna stop the live stream now. Get to Betty by just a tad bit earlier tonight so I can get some rest. But yeah, for those of you who are watching this live stream, or watching the recording of this live stream via the Tales of Valhalla page, you are watching the edited down version of what is usually like 40 minutes to an hour. Is now in Tales of Valhalla page like 10 minutes. And if you want to watch the full version, just go to the description below. There's a link there saying there's a link for the full unedited version on our Connector Production page on YouTube, and you can see the full version there to get all information of everything going on behind the scenes with Tales of Valhalla and everything that's going on with this editing process, rather than just this shorter version. So if you want to do that, go ahead and check it out down there in the description. And with that, I guess I'd say my name is Ryan. I thank everybody for joining me on the live stream tonight. We're here every Wednesday night, usually, except on holidays, even on holidays sometimes maybe. Yeah, be ready for this episode to come out hopefully in a few weeks. Still got a lot of work to do, but we will steamroll ahead, including more stop motion, more building this ender free that's beside me. We'll get to it sometime. We're gonna make all this happen, and we're gonna get it done. So, see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good night, or have a good time, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see you guys later.